So for the first time in around 5 years, Valve just released an operation, but it's not in CS2. It's actually in Team Fortress 2, and regardless, the Counter-Strike community definitely took attention to it, which is probably an intentional move by Valve anyway. The Operation Mooncrash in TF2 is not what you think it is, and I'll show you why in a moment. But while I was researching this operation, I'd realized I had found some previous game files when I was making my CS iceberg video a couple of weeks back, and I think it ties in nicely together about what we might get in the future in regards to CS2. We'll get to that, but first let's set the stage with what happened in the operation in TF2, Operation Mooncrash. And it's really barely an operation, at least not in the way we know and love it in CSGO or CS2. In the text post regarding the operation, they are asking workshop creators to create new assets, right? Cosmetics, skins, maps/map assets for a moon-themed map or, whatever season, whatever the hell they do over there in TF2. I don't know, I don't play it. And while it's good to put the word TF2 got an operation in its headlines, it's really more so something we're used to in CS2, just not going by the same name. It's actually hosted by the TF2's Painter Workshop, which is, I guess, their equivalent of a workshop creator group, and Valve actually just, put forth the message to people that may not have seen it or people that may not have been in the group. And TF2 has been doing this for a few years, so has CSGO, right? We had the Dreams and Nightmares skin competition in 2022, and we just got the Call to Armsry in 2025, and another one just this past July in 2026. So functionally, their operations in TF2 and the Call to Armsry are pretty much the same thing. We just didn't have a theme, theirs has a space theme, that's all. The word operation does do its job though pretty well in Valve's community, because it pulled in a group of CS players that otherwise wouldn't have even looked towards TF2 had it not been called an operation in the first place. Probably a little bit of a strategic move in order to maybe try and pull some workshop creators over there, who knows. So no operation for them and, probably not one for us either. But while looking around, I found some old skins that were never released in CSGO that may hint towards maybe a little bit of a bigger content update coming with this Call to Armsry in whenever it may be, this year or early next year, whatever. SkinSwap is a CS2 or Rust trading site where you can buy, sell, or trade your items instantly. Use code MW9 for a free skin worth up to $50 when you complete your first trade. Use the Market tab to buy skins from the Chinese market with no need for a Chinese ID or bank account. Use the Sell tab to instantly sell your skins and withdraw from a variety of methods, including PayPal, Venmo, or crypto. With the newly launched Vault system, daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways, SkinSwap is by far the most rewarding CS2 skin trading site on the market. Thank you, SkinSwap, for sponsoring this video. Now, you've probably seen these skins. I'm sure there's been plenty of videos on them. These were skins that were slated to be in a operation, right? Operation_12 is in the actual files of the skin names. So it was just an operation that was never released. Supposed to be coming after Riptide, but I guess they got caught up with the creation of CS2, or they slated it to come in CS2, but it just never did. These have been in the files since early 2023. But I'm not saying this for any old reason. I want you to take a look at the collection names of these actual skins. First, you have Operation 12_ Counter-Strike, right? Nothing really there. But the other two, Operation 12 Pop Comic and Operation 12 Myths and Monsters, should ring a bell. The Call to Armsry. We just got asked to create some fairy tale skins, which isn't necessarily tied to anything, but pop art and cryptids are pretty much one-to-one, although they're sticker collections for these skin collections that are already in the game. So I could say there's an operation confirmed to be coming, but obviously that's a little bit of, obviously that's very wishful thinking, but we could get a bigger update in terms of the next armor rotation than what would be expected, because these skin collections absolutely match two of the new sticker collections coming out, and they could just release them. And it's not like these skins are no longer usable, right? In March 2023, when these skins were released, obviously we were still playing CSGO. So, have made any workshop skins or know anything about the workshop, a lot of the CSGO assets cannot be reused for CS2. But it seems that most of these have been made with CS2 assets in mind. One of these, the P90 Randy Rush, it was actually released with the gallery case in 2024, meaning that some of these are actually modernized and made for the CS2 asset classes, so these would be usable in game. They're not necessarily dead assets or dead skins by any means. So we have some of these leaked skins or unreleased skins actually in the game. Alrighty guys, so let me just let me show you some of these skins. Take a look at them a little bit closer. I believe it's the Phantom Disruptor. I know they're hard to see, but they're hard to see for me too. So Just kind of have to bear with me here. This is obviously the AK Wildfire. So like right here, you can see the Phoenix on. Just some kind of basic AUG. 2 ops, which don't look like they're in the game. This looks like the M4 party animal from the Harlequin collection. This sort of looks like a Dragon Lord, but it's not. Maybe Battle Scarred or something. A couple of workshop skins. This is the SSG skin. I believe it's like the Necropass or something. Yeah, you see same exact design, at least, just on the Deagle. This, I was trying to figure out, but this was March. This was after the Dreams and Nightmares case came out, I believe. Actually, very cool. Maybe probably inspired the Dragon Snore, to be honest, a little bit. Almost like the Dragon Snore. But this looks like a HAL adjacent 5.7. Here you go, 5.7 Dark Dog. Couple pattern-based skins here for the Glock, Galil, and G3. Random Glocks. This looks like a DD Pat M4, but like blue. M4 Fade, which probably is the M4A1S. A couple more pattern-based Mac 10s. This one kind of looks like the Silk Tiger. Can't make it out though. This is the P90 Randy Rush. Here are some of the actual, workshop submissions, because some of them were from the workshop. Some of them I imagine are from Valve, like the Fade, obviously. And it just looks like skins that we've never gotten in the game, but have been already in the game. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys a little bit the actual skins. Cheers. Other ones like the Deagle and the AK, these are on different weapons, right? The AK is like the Wildfire from the CS20 case, and the Deagle is the Scout skin. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but it is the same exact skin, just, repurposed for a Deagle. So we do have some of these skins in game. We know some of these skins to be, already chosen by Valve. So the reason why they haven't added these is a mystery to us, but it could be coming with these 2 sticker collections, right? It would make for a very decent or a pretty huge content update coming with the next Armory rotation or shift. So while they don't necessarily have to release an operation, right, the Armory basically does that job for it. This theme could still definitely come to fruition, and these skin collections may finally start to show their face. There's an M4A4 Fade, which was probably the M4A1S Fade that just got repurposed into the Armory. Some other basic looking camo skins. Nothing too crazy. They do look like operation skins though. You know what I mean? Like some shitty camo skins at the bottom and then some nicer ones at the top. This was also the update. They found the pet capsules in the game, so I guess those are still on the board, but it does look more and more unlikely as time goes on. Now we can still probably expect a terminal to come in September, and last year we did receive an update in mid-August, as we are in right now. It didn't release any specific rotations, but it did release the M4 Solitude into the Armory. I believe Ancient at Night came out during that update. So I guess there is a chance for something to come out in the next couple of weeks or so in regards to content. I don't think any skins necessarily, maybe a new limited edition item to just keep up with that pattern, but who knows. TF2 and CS2 have received cases or capsules or something chance-based adjacent in the last month or so it looks like those are back on the table. We can only hope for a new case to hit the Armory at least. The terminal system will probably still be there in September, and the last stretch will probably be just that, a stretch. But someone pointed this out to me when the first new collections hit the Armory in early July, Arabesque and Spy Tech. A lot of them have names that are reminiscent of famous Danger Zone locations, right? The Scar 20 Sirocco script, the XM Black Site. Obviously, we know the MP5 Lab Rats. That's part of the Black Site collection, the first map released with Danger Zone in 2018, I believe. And while it is, pretty hopeful, they have released some of those like money assets into the game where you die and drop cash. That definitely leans towards Danger Zone being a thing in the game in the future. So Valve have positioned themselves to, have another huge content update coming out. Will it ever come out? Probably not. But the hope is there, and that's what keeps you going. So while we'll probably get a terminal in September, and we'll probably have Overpass removed for the new Fairy Tales collection and the Call to Armsary, who knows what actually comes after that. Does Valve release their own collection that they already have in-house, like the ones we just saw? The Armory has had 4 collections at once at one point when it had Train, Graphic, Sport, and Overpass, so I guess it's not out of the question to add one more. Only time will tell though, so let's wait and see. The only one that doesn't fit is Operation 12 underscore Counter-Strike, right? We don't know what that alludes to. It's just maybe an in-house collection made by Valve, probably characterized by the M4A4 Fade that we saw there. There seems to be like a 5.7 Howl looking type of gun. Could be that as well. AK Wildfire, could be like another anniversary type of case, right? The last Counter-Strike Go case, etc. But obviously, probably that one won't come to fruition. But the Pop comic and the Myths and Monsters one definitely fit the vibe of this Call to Armsry. So excited to see what actually happens. But we all know nothing will. Peace.